Hi, my name is Kendra Lewis, and I am a senior at Rogers State University. My major is organizational leadership with a minor in Native American studies. I hope to be graduating at the end of this year. Currently, I work for Cherokee Nation, and I'm a study coordinator for clinical research for the specialty clinic with infectious diseases. So, what are the crucial differences between the terms diversity and inclusion? So, diversity is about the representation of the demographic makeup that is presented in the workforce, where inclusion is more about how that diverse population comes together and is made to feel included and comfortable in that work environment. Now, when it says provide a workforce example to illustrate the differences. Um, just in my office, we have employees from all around the world. The director of infectious disease, he is from Barcelona, Spain. We have a phlebotomist that is from Mexico, and we have other employees across the United States. Of course, with Cherokee Nation, they do have a Native American preference, but it's in my office alone, I would say only a quarter of them are actually Native American. So, what term do you think is better to work towards an organizational change and why? I don't think that you can say that diversity or inclusion, one term is better than the other because they intertwine. You, it requires one for the other. And so you obviously are going to be more successful with a diverse population. But then it's also important to have very inclusive environment for those workers. So, what are the critical aspects and characteristic leadership skills and characteristics workplace processes current perspectives of leading global change? What barriers or challenges might exist for effective implementation? And so I created this word cloud, um, and within it is a lot of the aspects and barriers. Just competition can be an aspect or it can be a barrier. Um, Leadership, without the right leadership, you'll have barriers there. Culture, readiness, change, all these can be and so how would you define and explain responsible global leadership? And how do you recognize effective global leadership? Responsible leadership remains poorly defined. Was one of the examples that I found in an article called Responsible Global Leadership. And it says that there is some consensus, however, that responsible leaders engage in two sets of types of activities which might be classified as doing good and avoiding harm. Now, some of those characteristics of a good global leader is someone that oversees experience, has deep self-awareness, sensitivity to cultural diversity, humility, lifelong curiosity, cautious honesty, global strategic thinking, impatiently impatient. I think that's an oxymoron. Okay, so what leadership models might be the most effective and least effective models of global leadership and why? So I feel like the most effective would be transformational. Uh, I feel like it's more an open minded um, model of leadership, and it provides encouragement, sets clear goals, provides recognition and support, models fairness and integrity, provokes positive emotions in others, and inspires people to achieve their goals. The least effective, I feel like, would be transactional when dealing with global leadership, just because it can eliminate individuality from the production process. Another disadvantage to transactional leadership is it limits the amount of innovation that is achieved, and it creates more followers than leaders. It tends to focus on consequences instead of rewards, and it can place zero value on empathy. And here are the references that I used. Thank you.